This is Dee with Divine Needle and a extra special reading for December 2020. Age of Aquarius Spiritual Path Tarot reading for December 2020. Lots going on the planet right now on the holodeck. There's a grand awakening happening right now. All in divine timing, I suppose. Which is amazing. That last set of sun sign readings I did showed many of them awakening. So that was thrilling, to say the least. A lot of big changes coming. Many of you are feeling the energy of this Gemini full moon. And we have a solar eclipse coming up. Plus, we also have Jupiter and Saturn in Aquarius in December. Remember, the biggest thing above all is stay in your innocence with your inner child out to play. Stay away from the media and anything negative, and project positivity at everything. Okay, that's my advice for what's to come this month. Everything's going to go into smooth sailing, so keep that in mind. After all, the dust settles. All right. I'm going to be drawing cards from several decks for this reading. It's extra special, so it deserves extra attention. There goes the chills. Oh, yes. They're here. They were here last night really strong while I was doing rituals. And I was busy opening a portal and putting protection over all of you. That was my main objective. So there was a portal they wanted me to open. They've been talking about it for 2 years now. They wanted me to use a particular meteorite to do that trick, and so I did. Not that I can't open portals, but this was specific, kind of through all the layers, basically. Okay. I'm going to get an empowering question for us for this month. Empowering question for this month for all the people on missions here on the planet. Starseeds, angelics, whatever you like to call yourself. You all have missions down here trying to help us usher in this grand age that actually started the turnover back in June. But the 20th, 21st of this month is key, and they told us that. They told us the dates, 20th, 21st, back in June. And they were pointing out what's getting ready to happen with the planets. So let's get a question for all of them. What do they need to ask themselves? What do we all need to ask ourselves for December and this new age? There it is. If you could give one piece of advice, what would it be? Well, I already gave mine to you. Stay in your innocence, your inner child. Stay positive no matter what is going on around us, because I have a feeling there's going to be a bit of chaos. So remember that. That's the piece of advice I will give. But for you all, you need to ask that question. If you could give one piece of advice, what would it be? And who would you tell it to? Think about that and then do it. Or pass along my advice of staying positive, grounded, and, well, grounding's not totally necessary. Some of us really enjoy our time up in the air. But, yeah, inner child, projecting love, it's really important, intensely so. All right, let's get some affirmation or affirmations for December for the Earthbound Devas on missions down here. They cocked that card and it's purple and it just stood out. Big. This one's big. It's a big one. This is something you guys need to focus on. I forgive myself. It's about release. Release yourself. Anything that you've done wrong, it'll help you stay positive if you can forgive yourself. Set yourself free. Blast open that heart chakra and set yourself free. Okay? As I forgive myself, I leave behind all feelings of not being good enough, and I am free to love myself. That is so important. Sorry, the cards are very reflective and they don't like to focus very much. And it's a nice sunny day here. Set yourself free. Forgive yourself. Remember, the goddess is watching you. She's watching everybody. She's got lots of helpers helping watch. Okay. Kuan Yin Oracle for December. What do the Earthbound Devas on missions, Starseeds, Angelics, what do they need from the Oracle? Okay. A gorgeous picture. Beautiful. Blessings of the Moon Maiden. You can't make that up since we're on a full moon at starting 3:30 a.m. She went full today. So it's interesting that we got this card. The Moon Maiden, with her lucky hair, brings auspicious tidings of prosperity and abundance to you now. The universe seeks to replenish, restore, and create through you. Allow yourself to receive beyond what you have thought is possible by opening your heart with gratitude now. Oh yes, stay in your inner child, project that love and absolute gratitude. Forgive yourself, set yourself free. That'll help you be in this gratitude. Let the blessings of good fortune from the beloved maiden of the moon, Kuan Yin, flow easily into your life now. You're going to be rewarded for what you do. The age of Aquarius is here. Big blessings coming in. Okay, during the readings, this card was the one that came out for the sun sign readings as a main theme card. So I'm going to shuffle and cut this deck, and whatever we get for December. December 2020. All right. Let's see what we got. Looks like a full moon in the waters. You know, a lot of people are really emotional right now with this full moon, so let's see what the card says. Your intuition constantly senses the voice of spirit and conveys this through emotion and feeling. Interesting, because I just said that everybody's feeling a little emotional. Spirit's great love and wisdom continuously flows through you like a stream of soft diamond light. Stop for a moment and feel this beautiful flow of energy. Allow it to permeate every part of you. You and spirit are one, entwined by invisible threads of love. All I did was look at this picture, and I basically told you what this said. We are entwined as one. I hope you guys can feel it too. That's an amazing card for December. Okay. Now I'm going to get an oracle for December. Oracle for December. Special reading. Very special. That many? Okay. This will all make much more sense to us as the month moves in, I'm sure. Smoke and mirrors. So there'll be a lot of that going on. The month is going to be beyond ordinary, and so are you. Call the Muse. This is where we let our creativity shine. We're all feeling the world right now. And this is where we project our love into the planet and everybody on it, and then out to the cosmos. Wish upon a star. Your dreams will come true. So remember that for this month. You will be with birds of a feather. These are the angelics. Birds are represented by those. And they're your comrades, the others on a mission. You will have them. And earth magic. We are creating the Age of Aquarius and what we want to see, the world we want to see. Wow. They gave me a stack. Remember, there's going to be a lot of smoke and mirrors going on. Remember, you're beyond ordinary. Be creative. Project what you want. Love, gratitude, and all that. And then make your wish. Yep. That's a beautiful reading. Very, very profound. And that's card 1, the beginning. Earth magic. All right. I hope you found those helpful for December. And we need another card from this deck to give us some theme, more theme for December, please. I got chills running up and down. Projections. We are projections of the divine. The fact that a male and a female are there tells me about the twin flames too. And also the mirroring aspect going on here in this card. And also the balance. And also the dark and the light inside of each of us. It feels very much about what all this is about. I'm going to go ahead and move that card right here. All right. Let's get spirit keepers to help us with this a bit. Tie it all together for us. What is the overall energy for December 2020? Overall energy for December of 2020. What can we expect the overall energy to be this month? What's it going to be like for us for December of 2020? I know it's going to be a lot of this, smoke and mirrors. Okay. Give us a couple of cards. Okay, the Dance of Kali. The Shining Flame, Lightning and the Pride. That is the Knight of Scepters or Knight of Wands. And the Dance of Kali. Ten of Swords, the Destroyer. That's the overall energy this coming month. That's, wow. Super wow. This Knight comes in fast, hard hitting. Yeah, it does. Wowza. And the Dance of Kali, Ten of Swords. Stick a fork in me, I'm done. Chaos. Out of chaos comes order. That's our energy for the month. Wow and wow. All right. That's for the month. What is our highest priority for this month? What is the highest priority? Messages. The incoming messages are our highest priority. What do we need to be mindful of and or prepare for? New beginnings. The dance of chaos and endings. Chaos brings what? A new beginning. The Fool card. The Seeker. Spirit in search of science. Wow. You know, we are merely projections in the matrix. The real us is not what's here in the body. Try to remember that. We are projections. And the underlying angel. The underlying is the angel, key 14, the divine higher genius. Oh, I love this reading. alchemically mixing the cups of hope and faith. Do keep your faith. Stay in your innocence. Project love, gratitude. Abundance is coming. You'll be rewarded for getting through this. Wow. The angel. Interesting. This card was in this position for today's reading. All right, but this is for December. The underlying is the angel. You are angels. Key 14, Major Arcana, is the underlying energy for December, meaning you are all the underlying energy. This is where it gets better, indeed, because after this dance, it gets better. The planetary alignments, that dance that's going to be happening in the sky, as above, so below, as within, so without. Mutatis mutandis. The necessary changes have been made. When the angel appears to you, it is an omen that troubles are passing, pains subsiding, and you are growing closer to God. The angel is your patron deity. Genius in Greco-Roman lore is one's tutelary deity, or a guardian spirit that protects an individual person. It is your daemon from cradle to grave, the realization of your inner divine. Your guardian spirit that protects you as an individual. One of the rituals I did last night with this moon energy was a protection for all of you. She's watching. This is a Sag card. I am Sag rising. Divine higher genius. What's fascinating is divine higher genius. The genius that's in the prophecy is Aquarius. The water bearer. Absolutely. Circumstances in your life path have converged, and a work of personal inspiration becomes your productivity. You realize your innate talents and bring into material being that which is extraordinary. This is the primordial spirit of exceptionalism. Genius hits a mark or target no one else can see. Interesting, because you have the sharpshooter here, talking about hitting a target. Indeed. All right, guys, this reading is profound. It's one of those that'll stick out in memory, no doubt. Overall energy. Remember, this is underlying. She's watching. You are protected. The shining flame, lightning in the pry. She would never make you go through this alone. You can bank on that. Knight of Scepters, the shining flame. You are now being given divine instruction to alchemize the elemental nature of fire to advance your professional work. Transmuted fire is the driving force that will help you accelerate, hasten, and advance your progress. Crystallization is happening, the creation of something that will soon take defined concrete form. This knight is also a spiritual guide who appears to you to lead you to an awakening, the grand awakening, which evidently is happening. Many were awakening slowly but surely, but evidently there's going to be a lifting of the veil and a big aha moment for a whole bunch of people. I hate to be them. I would not want to be them. Because can you imagine how that's going to be a huge slap in the face for many? The appearance of this card is a prophecy of awakening. That awakening is imminent. A spark of creativity will lead you to incredible productivity. What's interesting is the dance of Kali is fire. They say that's part of the mission. Chaos, destruction. This is really profound. I'm kind of blown away. It's interesting because the center of the triple goddess motif, one of those is named Nemesis, which also happens to be one of the ships. Nemesis and Arcadia. That one appears to be wearing a mask, interestingly enough. Very fascinating that the virus has done a big they've been up to tricks of their own, and getting everyone to wear a mask was part of that. Anyway, the Destroyer, 10 of Swords. Do, 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 do. Yeah. And fire. Yeah. Those of you that have read the prophecy, which many of you have, know what the stance of Kali is all about. Kaboom. Don't worry, she's watching and protecting you while getting rid of the virus. The Destroyer is ruin personified. Here you are watching the dance of Kali, a wave of catharsis crashing onto the shores of your psyche. The Destroyer's downfall is a consequence of our acts. There has been a fall from grace. The Destroyer appearing before you can be an omen from a death spirit or a triple goddess motif, portending doom, destruction, or plunder. If you have erred and let pride or glory corrupt you, then the Destroyer is here to cut down that pride and glory so that you might find your way back onto the rectified path of wisdom. If you have unduly betrayed or been hurt by another, the Destroyer is here to pull the swords out from your back and will ravage vengeance on your behalf. What goes around will come around. Man, do I like that saying. That's one of my favorites. Indeed, what goes around comes around. That goddess motif is that angel. She's protecting many of you, but will ravage vengeance on those that have done you wrong. The dance of fire, the Destroyer. The Destroyer is here to warn you of deception afoot, treachery, perhaps even treason that threatens your well-being. Be cautious of your environment and who you're trusting. But I think what it means is we're ushering in this new age. You'll be protected during this dance by her. Your highest priority, the Sharpshooter, 8 of Scepters. Quick incoming, outgoing fire energy, I might add. Can't make this up. Dare you to try. Swift movement abounds around you. This is a spirit of marksmanship. Yeah, because she's going to hit the mark. Bank on it. She created it all. She can take it all out, including the ones that have been hurting you guys. That's the plan. This is the spirit of marksmanship. This is Artemis. Just saying. When the 8 of Scepters appears, it bears notice to pay attention to messages being directed at you coming from your world, for Spirit is presenting itself through the words of those speaking to you. The 8 of Scepters is the spirit of inbound tidings that bear your name. When the sharpshooter appears in a tarot spread, pay attention to what she is aiming or shooting at in context to the spread. Landscape. What she points at is what Spirit is directing you to pay your attention to. The sharpshooter might be appearing to you as a protege of Anat, an old Canaanite maiden goddess of war. She might also be a messenger from Artemis. Perhaps she is the priestess daughter of Minerva or Pallas Athena. The sharpshooter is the Eight of Scepters, the spirit oft called upon to be an emissary into our world to deliver messages from a divine feminine, embodying courage, wisdom, military strategy, war and battles, or Patreon goddess of the arts. When the sharpshooter appears to you, such a divine consciousness is calling to you. What's fascinating is in the spread's landscape, she is pointing at the seeker. You that actually bothered to seek and find out who your true creator is. She's right there. She's watching, and she's going to do this dance in December. And this is pointing at the Fool card. You can guarantee she will hit her mark this month. The dance of Kali. The seeker is what this points at. This is the 0 card. This is brand new beginnings for everyone but the virus. The seeker, 0, spirit in search of science. When I mean the virus, I'm talking about the ones created by the goddess that have been unduly forcing their will upon you, breaking cosmic law. The seeker is the fool who seeks answers, who seeks to know. This is you in search of specific guidance. This is divine counsel. Those that bothered to seek know the answers, or at least enough of it that they know that they're going to be safe during all of this, and brand new beginnings for this coming year in the age of Aquarius. Remember, projection, smoke and mirrors. This is the holodeck. You guys are beyond ordinary. Oh, wow. And that one just flew out. Earth magic, indeed. You are beyond ordinary. It is the call of the muse. Feeling the world. All of you need to wish upon that star, because you will get your wishes granted and you will be with birds of a feather, with earth magic and a brand new beginning. For sure. Fantastic. I'm excited. I know a lot of people are like, how can you be excited? Things are going to get crazy. Because it's the end with a brand new beginning. I'm excited. You guys should be too. Remember, if you could give a piece of advice, please pass it along. Stay in gratitude. Remember, it was talking about gratitude, love, expressing love. Forgive yourselves, for gosh sakes. Break open those heart chakras. Love yourself and love everything around you on every level. We make this happen, the brand new beginning from destruction, right here. Be the sharpshooter, hit the mark. Expect incoming messages from none other than the rose, the goddess, the highest angel of all. She's protecting you. Okay? profound reading for December of 2020, marking the end of a long journey and the beginning of a really grand one. Remember, chin up, ignore the news, ignore the negativity, and just project love. Help those around you as much as you can without jeopardizing yourself, please. Okay? Anyway, remember, you are loved beyond your wildest dreams or comprehension by her, the Rose, Kali. Hang tight, guys. It's going to get bumpy, but it's going to be an amazing ride. Like I've always said, get your organic popcorn. The show is about to start.